1. What's going on, Bacon Nation? Super Josh 9, and welcome to Skyraiders. Oh yeah, totally awesome. I'm pumped for this, man. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. No idea. So basically, we are on par to release this thing on Friday. It's gonna be probably in the afternoon of EST time, so Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, which is totally awesome. Shout out to my time. But basically, we're probably going to be releasing it. I don't have a specific time as of yet. I will be announcing that probably on my Twitter. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter at SuperProduction9, also make sure that you guys are following the Mineoria Network Twitter at Mineoria Network. And we'll all be announcing it on there, as well as the Mineoria forums when everything's open and stuff like that. I'll probably let you guys know when it's open. I might make like a video or something, so don't worry, you guys won't miss it if you guys are around, which is totally awesome. But today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys how to build an airship so that when you guys get in here, you guys can start working towards it and stuff. Now I will tell you, it's a little difficult to get to this point where you can build an airship, but once you are able to do it, it's going to be awesome. Like, you're going to have so much fun. Seriously. I'm also going to show you guys how to drive the airship as well. So basically, what you want to do is your airship needs to consist of about 60% of wool, right? So if we take this guy and we'll just do this. Now, you can use other blocks as well. Like I said, it has to consist of 60% of wool. It can be any color wool, so you don't have to use white. I'm just going to use white for the tutorial. But you can also put like wood blocks down on top of it if you want to, and stuff like that. And if there's too much, there's not like enough wool, it will let you know in your chat and stuff like that. So don't worry, you'll be able to do all of that stuff, or be able to correct the issue, I should say. So let's go over here and we'll break this stuff out. Now I'm just gonna build a simple little airship. It's not gonna be anything super fancy. It might look absolutely horrible, but don't judge me, please. So basically, now what you can do is you can outfit this thing with weapons, right? So you can literally take dispensers, throw these guys on there like that, and these guys will travel with you, and you can actually use them when you're flying and stuff, which is totally awesome. So what I like to do is break these guys out like that. So that's kind of the front of the ship, right? And then what we'll do is formulate the sides here. So we'll do this, and then you can break out this side if you want to give it kind of like that rounded shape, like the nose area and stuff. But what's completely awesome is it's 100% customizable. So you can build whatever essentially you want and drive it around, which is totally sweet. So let's just build this back a little bit. I'm gonna put this stuff here like so, and then the other thing that we can do is let's build some glass up here. Now it's important to have as much visual area as you possibly can, because you're going to be dogfighting, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're cruising around, right, and there's some other people out there with some airships, you might have to fight them. So it's good to have a good viewing range and stuff like that around you, and it will help you do better and stuff like that when you're trying to fight. So basically we got this going, looking pretty nice. All right, let's build this back just a little bit more. We'll throw some wings on this guy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is a plane after all, right? So let's make it look like a little, like, I don't even know what this is. There we go. Nice little wings right there, looking solid. This thing's beast. All right, so then let's just do this, and I'll add the wing over here on this side, and we should be good to go. So there we go. Got this here. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. So basically, now what we can actually do is you can throw this up here. Now, you can place glass up here. Actually, I recommend doing the glass, so then that way you can see a little bit better. You can do it like this, too. Whatever. This thing's going to look horrible, but it's fine. It's fine. You guys are going to get the basic concept out of it. You know what I'm saying? No one said I was a professional builder. No one said it. No one said it. So we'll just fill this in like that, and then here we can do this as well. And one thing I like to do is it's important to have a little hatch that you can get out of, right? So basically, with that being said, what you can do is you can put ladders on here, and this will move with you as well. Like I said, any block that isn't able to move with you, it will let you know in the chat. So don't worry. Just got this here like that, and then you can build up here. Actually, wait, no, we need to do it like this. And then you can take a trap door, throw this thing up here, and this is how I do my nice little pilot things, because you are going to have to, jump out of your aircraft and stuff, especially if you're raiding and you want to go down on foot, stuff like that. So then you got this. Now, one important thing that you guys do need is redstone blocks. Now, I'm going to put 6 on here, actually, and I think this might be enough. I don't know. It'll let us know and stuff. So if it's not enough, it'll tell you to add more redstone blocks and things like that. Now, one important thing that you do need is a furnace. That is what drives the whole thing. So you want to put a furnace in here, and you can put either coal, which is what we have, or coal blocks in there, and it will work, and you'll be able to drive it. So now, the most important things that you need is, one, a lever. So let's get a lever. So what I like to do is I put the lever up here in the front, because this is obviously where the cockpit is, right, where you're flying, and you can look around and stuff like that. You can use these guys to fire and stuff like that. You can also, there's room for torpedoes and stuff on here. I'm not going to get into that in this episode, but you can put torpedoes on here and launch torpedoes. There's also SAM missiles that you can put on your actual like island itself, so you can launch SAM missiles up in the air to destroy aircraft that are coming in to try to raid you and stuff, which is totally gonna be sweet. But anyhow, so let's get back to what I was talking about instead of getting off subject. And you just take a sign, right? And then this is how you do it. So we have, let's see, where could I lay this thing out? Actually, you know what? I'm going to take some wool. I just totally messed it up. You know what? No, let's put some wood in here, and hopefully the wood will work. I think it does. Put some wood in here, right? So basically what you need is you want this right here. So we're going to place this sign down if it's going to let me. It's not going to let me. There we go. You want to type this in just like this. This is the helm. So what you do is you type in that. It's a bracket, helm, and then bracket, and then you click done, right? And then what you want to do is free up your hand, just like this, and click on it. And then this is going to be your rotational stuff. So this is how you're going to rotate your plane 360 degrees and stuff, which is totally awesome. So you're definitely going to need that when you're trying to raid, doing dogfights, all that kind of stuff. So it's important to keep it up towards the front, so then that way you can fire, you can hit this, turn, fire, whatever you need to do, and everything like that. So the other thing that you also need to do is this right here. You need to type air skiff. This is what an air skiff is. So an air skiff, you can make it, it's anywhere from, I think, a minimum of 10 blocks to 80 blocks, and that constitutes an air skiff. We have like a big air skiff as well, which is a little bit bigger, where you can get up to 100 and something blocks, I think, as the maximum, which is totally sweet. So basically, you want this right here, and then you can name it whatever. So we can name this Bacon Fleet, right? We can name this the Bacon Fleet. And then what you can do now is you click on it and see how it says not enough redstone blocks to fly. So I have 5.666%, less than 8%. So I need 8% to run. So we need that there, and then that should be way more than enough. And then let's see. There we go. So we've successfully piloted the craft, which is totally awesome. So when you want to fly, you have to click on this sign, right? And it'll tell you successfully piloted the craft or whatever. And then you can take your stick. Your stick is what controls it, and go like this. Now, we'll get into a fancy driving method here shortly. But, yeah. So basically, anytime that you want to stop, right? You want to click on this guy right here, and then you have successfully released your craft. That's important. You guys want to make sure that you release your craft if you're going to be building on it and stuff like that. If you build on it while you're flying, it's going to mess it up, and it's going to yell at you in the chat saying, obstructed, obstructed, and you don't want that. So just make sure that if you guys are going to build on it or get out of the ship, that you release it by clicking on that sign, and it says it right there in the chat, just like that. So then you're going to be able to climb up and stuff. You can also move around with your stick too. I'll show you guys that real fast. You can drive the ship, right? So let's drive the ship and move forward. So we're moving forward, right? Now, you can actually get out like this, right? And jump up here, and you're actually still piloting. So you can actually drive up here if you want and stuff and move along, as you guys can see, which is pretty sweet. So, yeah. That's one of the ways that you can do it too, if you need to get up there for some reason, or shoot some bows or something up off the top and stuff like that. So then you can release it like this, and then you're good to go. The other thing is, I'm trying to think, these are the two most important signs that you need. So make sure that you guys have those on there. You can fill up your dispensers and stuff with arrows, fire charges. We're going to use fire charges. Those are going to be really deadly against airships, because obviously most of them, they need 60% of wool. So if you can break through to the wool and stuff like that, you can light them on fire, and they actually crash. And when they crash, they actually fall down, which is totally cool. But yeah, so that's one of the things. Also, you can armor the airships as well. I'm not going to tell you guys to armor. I want you guys to figure that out yourself, because it's going to be awesome. But you can add armor to the airships and drive around and stuff like that. So if you do get shot at with fireballs and stuff, and you have your wool protected, guess what? You're still going to be flying, which is totally awesome. And it's going to have to planes are going to have the torpedoes and stuff on there, which we'll get into that in a different episode. But it needs to have the torpedoes on there to break through the armor, stuff like that. And it's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome. So one of the ways to drive this thing that's a little bit more convenient, especially for dogfights, is what you want to do is you want to click on the air skiff thing, and it says you have released your craft. Oh, wait, I was piloting. All right, so there we go. We are piloting the craft, I think. Let me just check. All right, so what you want to do is you want to hold your stick in your hand, right? Oh, one thing I forgot to note too is when you are navigating with these signs and stuff, like if you want to turn it, like I just turned it. Let's see if we can face my island. See, there's my island. So you can just turn it around like that. When you are clicking on these signs, make sure that you have your hand free. Don't try to click on it with items. There's some items that will work, but it will cause some issues and stuff like that. But anyhow, so basically to fly this thing that's a little bit more convenient, what you want to do is hold your stick in your hand, right? And then you want to left click. When you left click, it says entering direct control mode. And what that does is now you can walk, and it will fly the craft, as you guys see right here. And it's a little bit glitchy because you're walking faster than the thing can move, but it works. So you guys can use it for dogfights and stuff like that. You can do it to the side, so you can move over this way. To go up, how you do that is you right click, And then to go down, you want to shift and right click, and then you'll go down just like that. So it's perfect for dogfighting because you're a little bit free of moving and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about like pointing in directions and clicking with the stick. And as you guys can see, we're farther away from the island and stuff like that, which is totally awesome. So to exit out of the direct control mode, all you want to do is you want to left click just like that, and it says leaving direct control mode, and then you're free to walk around and stuff again, and then you can click to fly just like that if you want. And things. So you can also put dispensers down here and load them up with TNT, make it into a bomber, everything. Like, it is going to be crazy. You can make cannons off on the islands to defend against these guys. You can put torpedoes on there. You can put the SAM missiles on there. There's cannons that you can put on there. There's so many cool things to shoot these guys down and stuff like that. It is going to be awesome. And I think that this is really going to take it to the next level and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and you guys have learned a little bit how to make an actual aircraft and things like that. Remember, like I said, you need 60% wool, any color, to make your aircraft fly. You need redstone blocks and to power it, as well as a furnace with coal and or coal blocks on the inside of the furnace to make it move. And you need a stick and you need some signs. So if you have all those materials, guess what? You can build an airship, which is totally awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Other than that, SuperJosh9 is out. Bye!
This is really how we live.